just pulling out now. I always stop at this little Sari store. Actually, it's very good, and it has the nice drinks instead of drinking Coke and fizzy drinks. This is like an iced tea, very popular here in the Philippines now, the C2. So that's what I do, and that apparently that Sari store is owned by a British foreigner. Well, a foreigner. He's a foreigner, British, no surprise. So, what was I going to talk about was what we've been doing in the last, just a general thing. I went yesterday up to immigration. I went to immigration because I'm on a permanent resident. I'm a permanent resident, and with a permanent resident, once you paid the fee, which in my case, I'm not sure, this is my own personal experience, so I paid, I think it was 11,000 pesos, right? I paid 11,000 pesos at the beginning. We went for an interview. Actually, neither Beth nor I are very good at filling in forms and doing that kind of paperwork, governmental paperwork, and even we found it easy to do that paperwork ourselves. So if anybody's out there and they're wondering, I know somebody that I think paid an agency 30,000. That's a 30,000 fee plus whatever the government needs, in my case 11,000, and then when we went, once you've done that and you've been approved at the interview, the interview we found was actually very easy. They were actually very nice to us. So once we did that, they told us to come back. Actually, what we had to do was we had to look online at the government site, and in one particular section of the government site they have a name, a list of names, and as soon as your name is on that list, then you can go and get your card. Well, once we got the card, it cost 9,000. Sorry, it's a while now. So it cost 11,000 first and then 9,000 later. Talking today to my friend Roger, who is in America and is planning on coming here, and he's looking at the various options, and the option that I believe he's looking at is the retirement visa. So with the retirement visa, my information, which is only anecdotal, I always try and tell people it's best to go to the source, and the source is immigration. And if you can make a sense of whatever they do there, then that's a better thing. But he is telling me that he would need to put a $20,000 bond. It used, when I first arrived here 9 months ago, sorry, 8 to 9 years ago, it was 10,000. So I'm looking for my turn off here. Yeah, it was $10,000. So, like everything else, I wonder why don't things ever go down, especially prices. Well, anyway, it was 10,000, which is what I quoted to him. He came back to me and wrote to me today and said, no, well, 20,000 is what I'm hearing. So that's a $20,000 bond into I guess, into an officially approved bank account, which you leave there. For whatever reason they have worked out. So that's going to be Roger's option. That would have been my option, but when I came here I certainly didn't have $10,000 to just put into an account that I would never use. And I'm coming down I've come down the wrong road. I should have turned later, so I'm going to have to do a little reversing. This place that I'm going to is a little beach resort. The Filipinos are incredibly resourceful, and what they do is, if the beach is not good, if it's not a white beach, they know that people will be less likely to come. So what they do is they build a kind of bamboo structure which will allow access into the water when it's already away from that dark stony beach. And that's where Beth is right now, and what we're doing today is we're making the payments of the allowance to our 50 students, and we hope that they've all been able to make it today. Whether Beth will already be finished there, I'm not sure, but anyway, I'll make it there as soon as I can. This little road we're looking for a tiny little road that's off to the right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over and reverse the I'm going to reverse the camera.